Hey everybody, this is Jeff. It is Saturday night. Hope everybody's having a great night tonight. I was going to tell everybody, if you want to see something pretty neat, go outside and look to the south. There's some really neat lightning. It looks like electrical storm and lightning to the south. It's really neat to look at. If you're in the Midwest area, I'm not sure if there's any rain with it or not, but the lightning's actually pretty neat. Now, why would I say that? Because you got to take a little bit of solace and a little bit of enjoyment and, you know, some of the natural wonders of the everyday world, just like you need to do with who you are. You know, this lightning storm is pretty neat. It gives you something to look at. You can turn off the TV for a few minutes. It makes me think of when I was in the Marine Corps and we had storms, or we'd just be outside camping, you know, or we'd be on field ops or whatever else, and you got to take small victories or small enjoyments, you know, when you're hot, it's nasty outside, and you're wet, you can't do too much. It's fun to take little victories and, like, take for instance, let's see, I'm going to switch the camera over, see if you guys can see any of it. Oh, sorry, let me switch the camera. Give me a second here, and you'll be able to see it from the south. Alright, so if you look, what you're seeing right now, I can't turn my lights off, sorry everybody. But I'm going south right now. I'm in Quincy. I just had to go get something real quick. But if you take a look, you'll be able to see the lightning storm. I can't do any farther back, but it's really neat. So anyway, like I was saying, you take small victories and the little things that we see every day. You know, you look at a little bit of beauty outside every once in a while. I mean, when I was a kid, I was terrified of thunderstorms and lightning and thunder, and my grandpa and my mom used to always tell me it's angels bowling in heaven. So whenever there's a loud strike, later on I actually learned from my uncle that if you count by hundreds, thousands, you go 1 1000, 2 1000, like right when you see the lightning and you go 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, and then you hear the thunder, it's almost pretty accurate on how far away the lightning hit. So you'll see the lightning, and then you'll start counting by thousands, and then you hear the thunder, and that's where the lightning hit. And usually it's either a couple, I think it's about a click or two. I think my uncle used to say miles, which I'm not sure if that's true or not, or accurate, but I can say clicks. Marine Corps, we use clicks. So anyway, I think it's pretty accurate, though. I thought it was pretty neat. Anyway, when you're out there looking at it, you know, enjoy it, teach your kids about it. And these are little things that my grandpa taught me, and my mom taught me, and my uncles taught me. And it was really, really funny. That being said, I can tell you a little funny story about my confirmation when I was confirmed. And the reason why I'm saying it is because I was thinking about my uncle today, my Uncle Bob. He was my godfather, but he's also my sponsor when you get confirmed. Now, a lot of people, this isn't a religious story. This is just something funny that, you know, if you guys want to get a good laugh and how people can, my Uncle Bob, you know, God rest his soul, you know, he passed on, and my Aunt Marge, two really great people. Love him to death, miss him to this day. He's got an awesome son, Chris, and an awesome daughter, Kelly. And they got great families. But my uncle was my sponsor, and we were going in front of the bishop, and I was going to take on the middle name, I was going to take my confirmation name as Patrick because my mom died of cancer. Her name was Patricia. Now, what's funny about this story is, you know, everybody's like, oh, you know, but they don't know my uncle. He was a comedian. He just thinking about it makes me laugh. So we get up there, and everybody's really serious and everything else, and we get to the front of the bishop, and, you know, you got a church full of people, and, you know, getting ready to be confirmed, and he goes, what name do you take for your sponsor name? And my uncle, with a straight face, he goes, Bozo. Everybody died laughing. Oh my gosh, you couldn't see a dry eye in the house. It was so funny. Now, my confirmation name's Patrick, of course, because it's after my mom. But my uncle saw everybody's really serious. You know, he loved to do a little bit of comedy. You know, there's a inside joke with my cousin Mike, you know, where he's deathly afraid of bees. My uncle would always like go up and make a B sound behind him. Ever since he was a little kid, he knew exactly how to do it. And the only reason my uncle was able to do all this is because he took a part of our lives. He basically infused himself with who we were. You know, he came to events, he was there for all of us. You know, he was there for his kids. He'd be there for his grandkids. He is still technically is there for all of his grandkids and everything else. And he was just a really great uncle. And I always ask myself, what are some things that of people that were heroes to me in life, and what were some of their characteristics? What were some of their traits? What were some things they did that made them great to me? And my uncle's was, he always wanted people to be serious, and he was a good, but he also believed in having fun. He believed that you needed to let loose a little bit. Now, my uncle didn't get stuff from books or anything. He got stuff just from who he was, and he was somebody everybody liked, everybody respected. And to this day, he is respected by so many people. Even though he died years ago, I still love him, and I still think the world of him, and I still remember all the laughs he gave everybody, and just a really, really good guy, you know. And that's a good characteristic of somebody, you know, finding out who people are, listening to who they are. One thing my uncle did was he always listened. Always. There wasn't a time where he did not listen. You know, so sometimes it's good to have 2 ears for people and just shut your mouth. Why? Because you can learn a lot from somebody by them just letting them tell you about themselves, by them just expressing how they feel and who they are and why they're feeling a certain way and what's going on in their life. Sometimes the best thing about it is go up to somebody and say, how you been? Tell me all about you. Shut your mouth, let them talk. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to tell you everything about themselves. And when they're done, you don't say a word, they're going to think you're their best friend. And they're going to think they know all about you because they told you all about themselves. And that's a mark of somebody that's really trying to listen, somebody that wants to learn, somebody that wants to make sure that you're okay. You know, sometimes to be a great person doesn't mean the things you have to do. It means the things that you take on in order to be great. And listening to people is one of those things. Being a friend to people are one of those things. So tonight, as Saturday is winding down, you know, 10:32 right now, and as everything's going on, you know, remember some of the small, easy things that maybe people did in your family that got you to laugh, got you to smile, that got you to, you know, belly roll laughing. I mean, when was the last time any of us really had a laugh so hard we couldn't stop because it just something was so funny? Just saying that, one of the things my mom liked, there was this Russian guy that was on commercials all the time. And he used to always do like, isn't that special? Or no, that was Church Lady. He was the, I love this country. Can't think of his name. But he was in Seinfeld once, and he was a comedian, but he was a Russian comedian that was an American. Anyway, for the life of me, I can't think what it is right now. But, you know, the whole idea is find something fun in your life. Find something that's going to make you matter. Find something that you could laugh about, have a good time with. Something that's going to be unique to yourself. And hold it with you at all times. Because that's what's going to make you great. Holding it with you at all times. Little stories of past people in our lives. And maybe we can do those same things with our kids, you know. Maybe just in a little bit different of a way. But all the knowledge we need came from the people before us. The stuff that we learned came before us. And the stuff we teach our kids are adaptations on that stuff that we learned. It's just who we are. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a great night tonight. Like I said, pay attention to the skies tonight. It's really pretty out. And I look forward to talking with everybody tomorrow. I hope everybody knows that you matter. I hope you know that each and every one of you is blessed. I hope each and every one of you knows that you do make a difference in people's lives. And you make a difference in my life. And I hope maybe one day you can make a difference in your kids' lives. Remember to tell your kids you love them. Remember to give them a hug and a kiss. Remember to teach them things outside the box. Introduce them to people that are different and they're different cultures, different techniques. So that way they know that the world is filled with beautiful flowers. And people are flowers. every size, shape. Even morning glories, even though people tell me they're weeds all the time, but they're beautiful when they come out. And you know, flowers, every one of them's different. All right, everybody. I will talk with everybody later. Hope you're all having a great night, and I'll talk with everybody soon. Bye now.